guys, here is the thing nobody tells you about on the reading portion. You're wondering why you're stuck in that 600 range, right? You're thinking maybe I don't understand the English that well, or you're stuck in that range and you can't get out of this range of 600, and you cannot take your English score to the next level, to the 700, right? And you're just confused. But guys, there's a hack, there is a strategy that nobody tells you about, right? And that is the actual thing that gets you a 1500 plus. My score myself jumped from a 1400 to a 1560 only by this one simple technique. Let's see, guys, what is that technique, right? So firstly, we know that English portion on the digital SAT has 27 questions in the two modules each, right? For each module, you have 32 minutes, right? Now, guys, that is the biggest problem, right? So, again, guys, you have to understand that it's not that easy to attempt all these questions and get all of them right. Time is your biggest enemy, guys, right? So you got about slightly more than 1 minute to attempt each questions, and then you have those long passages that you have to deal with, guys. So here is the strategy that we teach at Lumora. So let's open an exam, right? I have an exam opened here, right? You can see this is your blue book, right? And the exam has started now, guys. The biggest mistake that you guys are making is that you start from question number one, you start from the vocabulary question. That is the biggest mistakes, guys. This is this pattern that blue book, that college board is giving you, but they don't want you to score a 1500 plus, right? They want you to stay in that 1200, 1300 range, so that you give the exam again and again and pay them, right? So now you don't have to follow their pattern, we can follow our own pattern, right? So you have 27 questions. My advice is to do the easier questions first. Always start from question number 27, because guys, the note, we all can agree that notes questions are the most easiest questions, right? You don't even need these notes, right? So you don't need to read these notes, you can get these questions correct easily, very simple. You have to find out a difference, a similarity, or introduce something, but these questions are very simple, right? So you don't have to spend a lot of time on these. So that's the best strategy, because if you start from vocabulary questions, that means you have to make some flukes, or you don't know the answers and you are confused and your morale will fall, right? Because these questions, vocabulary questions, are slightly difficult, right? You have to read it and you have to go through them. So let's write it down. Let's make things easier. Always start from question number 27, because these questions are easier, right? So always start from question number 27, right? Now, what then what you have to do, right? To start from question number 27, okay, I don't know, I'm just randomly choosing options here. I chose D. Then you move your way back, guys. Then you move your way back. Don't go to question number 1 again. Do question number 26. Go in a reverse order: 27, 26, 25, right? Choose anything here and keep on choosing it, right? So choose different options and you'll go and go and go. And then you'll have, transition questions. So keep going backwards, keep going in this reverse order until you see the first reading questions, which will probably the logical completion question, right? Because those are questions are located at 14, 15. So as you're moving back, you'll see those questions first. So that is when you'll switch the order, right? So keep on doing this, keep on choosing, keep doing the writing part, right? So start from question number 27, go in a reverse order, right? And keep on choosing answers, right? So you can do all of these questions quickly, guys, right? We all can agree that writing is easier than reading, right? So notes questions first, then we go to the writing, and then we Keep on just so 20. I don't know which questions are right. I'll just randomly choose it. So this. Okay, I'll choose this. Is this, and still it's standard English convention. So we are doing writing. We're still on writing. Started from notes, moved to transitions. We have writing questions. So keep on doing it. Keep on going back in the reverse order. Start from question number 27, going back. Okay, okay, standard English convention question. And when you see the first reading question, guys, right? When you see the first reading question, like which choice most logically completes the text, that is when you switch to question number one, right? And complete the module, right? That is the best way to attempt the reading and writing portion slash English portion on the digital SAT, right? Because you did the easier questions first. Now you are left with a lot of time for all the reading questions where you can get confused, where you can waste time. But the thing is, you have to get the questions right, which are easier first, right? So you score those, you know, lock those marks which are guaranteed. You get that guaranteed score, and then you can complete the module, right? For the left up questions, right? Just choose uh, the right answers and keep on completing it. So, yeah, like this, you can complete and you can see you're done with your English module. Same is the case here. Like, guys, let's just practice it quickly on the second module, right? So, let's just quickly go, right? So, here we have question number 27, right? So, again, second module, you start from question number 27, you move your way back, right? So, you choose random here, correct options. I'm just showing it to you guys, so I'm not really focusing on the questions. But yeah, you just keep on moving back. You keep on moving back, right? And still you did the notes questions first. You did the transitions questions, and you are on the standard English conventions, and you keep on choosing the correct answers, right? And here you saw that you have this first, essentially the first reading question starts from here, right? So when you see the first reading question, right, which is question number 16 in this case, you hop on to question number 1 and then complete the module. Start from question number 27. I'll write it down. So time is your biggest enemy on the reading and writing portion. So here is the order. Question number start from Q27 and move in reverse order until you see the first reading question at about Q15 slash Q16. Once you see the first reading question, hop back to Q1 and complete the module. Now, guys, this is effective because this allows you to spend those lots of minutes left on the hard reading questions. Those are the difficult questions. Those are the questions that need your time and attention, right? So that is how you do it, right? So if you try this method, believe me, you'll save a lot of time and you'll cross that 750 or 700 plus mark on the English portion of the digital SAT. Guys, please try this method, and this is the best thing you can do. Thank you so much. You can subscribe to Lumora Prep, and in the description you have our Discord community where we discuss questions. It's an international community with people globally. You can join that for help. Thank you so much.